we are in the chapter 2, that is periodic classification of elements. Okay, before going to the actual content, let me tell you something that if you are not watched any tutorial videos of this class, of this chapter, okay, so please go and watch that, because everything is very sequential manner, everything is connected with each other. If you missed anything, then you will not understand the further part. Okay, so like today I'm going to teach you is based on what I have taught you in the yesterday's or in the last class. Okay, so I think you have to watch all the tutorial videos, because everything is connected to each other. Okay, so yes, let's revise what we have learned in our last class. Okay, so in our last class we have learned about the modern periodic table and electronic configuration of elements. Okay, what is that? So here it says that within a period the neighboring elements differ slightly in their properties, while the distant elements differ widely in their properties. Which means what? The elements which are close to each other, for example this Li and Be, lithium and beryllium, okay, they are close to each other, so there is some similarity is there in their properties. Okay, but if we take example of this lithium and this oxygen, okay, let's take example of this. So what you can see over here, these two elements are from very long distance to each other. Yes, so there is some difference in their properties. Okay, yes, then the elements in the same group show similarity and gradation in their properties. Elements which are there in the same group, they shows what? Similarity and gradation in their properties. So this is happens because of what? Electronic configuration of elements. Okay, then we have learnt about the characteristics of groups and periods. Okay, so here what we have learned, that is the characteristics of groups and periods in the periodic table are understood by what? Comparison of the properties of different elements. When we compare the properties of elements, then we will know about what are the characteristics of groups and periods. Okay, so here the various properties of all the elements in a group show similarity and gradation. Yes, however, the properties of elements change slowly while going from one end to the another, that is from left to right, in a particular period. Okay, so what it says that the properties of elements changes slowly while going from left to right in the particular period. Okay, yes, so then we have learned about groups and its electronic configuration. Okay, so here we have learned that the number of valence electron in the group 1, that is, here you will see here group 1 has one valence electron. Okay, yes, so you will find that the number of their valence electron to be same. Okay, group 1 element has same valence electron. Yes, and this group 1 elements are called as what? They are called as alkali metals. Yes, then the elements like beryllium, magnesium, then calcium, okay, belongs to the group 1, that is the family of what? Alkaline earth metals. Yes, so there are 2 electrons in their outermost shell. Okay, so while going from top to bottom in any group, the electronic shell gets added at a time. Yes, here it is 1 shell, here it is 2 shell, here you can see it Na has 3 shell and potassium has 4 shells. Okay, from this we can say that the electronic configuration of the outermost shell is the characteristics of particular group. Yes, so however, as we go down a group, the number of shells goes on increasing. Okay, yes, so this we have learned in the groups and electronic configuration. Then here in the periods and the electronic configuration, what we have learned that while going from left to right within a period, Okay, while going from left to right within a period, what happens? The atomic number increases by 1. Yes, here you can see the atomic number, that is 2 1, which means 3. Lithium has 3 atomic number, then beryllium has 4 atomic number, then boron has what? 5 atomic number. Like this it can increases from left to right. Okay, and the similar time the number of valence electron also increases by 1 at a time. Yes, you can see over here, here it is 3, the number of valence electron over here is 4, here the number of valence electrons are 5. Okay, like this they are increasing from left to right. Okay, yes, then the elements in the second period. Okay, where is second period? Over here. Yes, the namely the what are the elements are there in the second period? That is lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and so on. Okay, they have electrons. They have electrons in the shells, like they have electron in 2 shells. Okay, there are 2 shells, K and L, as here you can see K and L. So there are 2 shells of this period electrons. Okay, the elements in the third period, okay, here this period, they have electrons in the 3 shell, that is K, L and M. Okay, they have electron in what? 3 shell, as their electronic configuration is like 281, 282 and so on. Okay, so yes, this we have learned in our last class. So here what we have learned, that you have to fill the first shell with maximum 2 electrons, then second shell with maximum 8 electron, the third shell has a capacity of 18 electron, but here the law of octet rule is applicable, so you have to fill the third shell only up to 8 electrons. Okay, and the remaining ones are there in the last shell, that is the fourth shell, N shell. Okay, yes, so this is all about our last class. We have learned about the electronic configuration. We have seen various examples. Okay, yes, so now today we are going to learn a fresh topic which is very interesting and it is easy. Yes, so just moving towards our first topic, that is periodic trends in the modern periodic table. Okay, what is that? So here we can see, when the properties of elements in a period or a group of modern periodic table are compared, a certain regularity is observed in their variations. Okay, so what happens when the different properties of elements in the group or a period of modern periodic table are compared? Then what happens? The certain regularity is observed in their variation. There is some similarity, some regularity, okay, which has been observed. So this is called as what? Periodic trends in the modern periodic table. So basically what do you mean by trends? Trends, which means what? Some changes in the properties, some variety, some similarity in the properties of elements. Okay, yes, so in this standard we are going to consider the periodic trends in only 3 properties of elements, that is valency, then we are going to learn about atomic size and metallic non-metallic character. Okay, so today we are going to learn only 2 these periodic trends, the properties of element, that is valency and atomic size. Okay, this we are going to learn in our today's video. Okay, so let's move towards our first property, that is valency. What is valency? Maybe some of you have know about this, that what is valency. So the valency of an element is determined by the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of its atom, that is the valence electron. Okay, so here if you can see over here, that is potassium. Where is potassium? Okay, over here. What is the electronic configuration of potassium? That is 2, 8, 8 and 1. Okay, what is the atomic number of this? 19. Okay, the atomic number of potassium is what? It is 19. Okay, so how many electrons are there in the valence shell, in the outermost shell? Only one electron. Yes, that means its valency is 1. Okay, according to the definition, what is valency? The valency of an element is determined by the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of its atom. तो outermost shell में कितने electrons हैं? We have 1 electron. So its valency is 1. Okay, so here if you can see in the group 2 elements, here the outermost shell has 2 electrons. That means its valency is what? Its valency is 2. Okay, understand up to this? Yes. So now here I have written some tricks which will be very easy for you to find out the valency of electrons. So if the outermost orbit has 1 electron, okay, this will be applicable for group 1 elements, then its valency should be 1. If the outermost orbit has the 2 electrons, then its valency is what? 2. If the outermost orbit has 3 electrons, then its valency will be 3. Then if the outermost orbit has 4 electrons, then its valency will be 4. But here you can see that after the 4 outermost orbit electrons, there is some changes in finding the valency. So how is that possible? Let's see. If the outermost orbit has 5 electrons, then what we are going to do? Okay, yes, so then what we are going to do, that we are going to minus that number from 8. 8 is what? Complete octet. Okay, so we are going to minus 8 minus 5 from 8. Then what we will get over here, that is 3. So when there is 5 electron in the outermost orbit, okay, of any element, then its valency is what? 8 minus 5, that is equal to 3. Similar thing happens till the 8. Okay, if there are 6 electrons, then it will be like 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. So its valency is 2. If there is 7 electron, then 8 minus 7 is 1. And here you can see that here if there is 8 electron in the outermost shell of any orbit of any electron, then what it will come? That is 8 minus 8, it is equal to 0. Because here it completes a complete octet. Here you can see there is a complete octet which we can see. Okay, here it can complete an octet, and that is called as what? Octet, which means what? 8 electrons. So listen this and write down this. I hope you all are writing some important things from the videos, because it is very important to write down the notes. Okay, so here it is a small trick which you will understand. Okay, so this is all about the valency. Okay, remember this box which is very important. Okay, so while moving in a period from left to right, the valency first increases, as we have learned now, that is from 1 to 4, and then it decreases from 3 to 0. Yes, here you can see it can be increases from 1 to 4. Here you can see that 1 2 3 4, and then it decreases from 3 to 0. Okay, yes. So then the next point will be, while going down in a group the valency remains same. Yes, here you can see while going down the valency remains same. Outermost orbit has same electrons, so its valency remains same. Okay, but in a period you can see the valency will be different. Yes, for example, in a group 1 the outermost orbit has 1 electron. Yes, so its valency is what? 1. In a group 2 the outermost orbit has 2 electrons, so its valency is 2. But if we can see that in a group 18 the outermost orbit has 8 electrons, so what is the trick? That is 8 minus 8. You have to do 8 minus 8, that means its valency is 0. Okay, yes. So this is about valency. You have to just remember the outermost orbit electron and that trick. Okay, then What is the atomic size? Okay, the size, volume is a fundamental property of matter. Yes, the size of an atom is indicated by its radius. Okay, by its radius. And atomic radius is what? It is a distance between the nucleus of the atom and its outermost shell. Here you can see the radius. Okay, so the atomic radius is expressed in terms of what? In the unit picometer. Remember this will ask in the exam related to some MCQ types of question. Okay, so atomic radius is expressed in the unit picometer, which is smaller than nanometer. Okay, so 1 picometer is what? It is equal to 10 raised to minus 12 meter. Okay, picometer, which is very small. Okay, it is smaller than the nanometer. So you have to remember that 1 picometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 12 meter. Okay, so here we are going to learn something new. Okay, that is the atomic radius goes on increasing while going from left to right within the period. In your textbook, page number 25, one box is given like this, and here the elements are shown and the atomic radius is given. So what we are going to do, we are first we will arrange this in the decreasing order. Okay, ये जो है एटॉमिक रेडियस को हम डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में अगर अरेंज करेंगे, देन फर्स्ट एलिमेंट व्हाट वी विल गेट, दैट इज 152 lithium. That means it has the maximum atomic radius. Okay, and we are going to arrange this in the terms of decreasing atomic radius. Okay, we have arranged like this. So from this what we will observe that the atomic radius goes on decreasing while going from left to right within a period. So here you can see these are the elements of which period? These are the elements of group. These are the elements of period 2. Okay, here you can see lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, so we have arranged these elements like the second group. Okay, so here what happens, the atomic radius goes on decreasing while going from left to right within a period. So atomic radius जो है वो decrease होता है. Here you can see decrease in the atomic radius while going from left to right within a period. Okay, so while going from left to right within a period, the atomic number increases by 1. Yes, you all know that the lithium has atomic number 3, beryllium has atomic number 4, boron has atomic number 5. That means the atomic number increases but atomic radius goes on decreasing. Okay, which means the positive charge increases by 1 unit at a time. Yes, if the atomic number increases, then what happens? The positive charge will goes on increases by 1 unit at a time. However, the additional electron gets added to the same outermost shell. Yes, the additional electron gets added to the same outermost shell. Due to the increased nuclear charge, the electrons are pulled towards the nucleus to a greater extent and thereby the size of atom decreases. Okay, the nuclear charge, which means what? The positive charge electrons gets attracted towards the nucleus, and that means for that what happens? The atomic size, the size of atom gets decreases. Okay, yes, so here these are the elements. From this what we will learn here in the page number 25, you have given that use your brain power. Okay, so here is the first question which is given in the textbook, that is by referring to the modern periodic table, find out the periods in which the above element belongs. So as I have told you that these all elements are belong to group, no, these all elements are belong to what? Period 2. Yes, these elements are belong to period 2. Okay, then the second question is arrange the above element in a decreasing order of their atomic radii. So I have arranged all these elements with a decreasing order according to their atomic radii. Okay, then the third question is, does this arrangement match with the pattern of second period of the modern periodic table? Yes, this is absolutely matching to the second period of modern periodic table. Yes, you can see the elements are similar like this. Okay, these are the similar pattern which is observed in the modern periodic table. Okay, then the fourth question is, which of the above elements have the biggest and the smallest atom? Okay, so here you can see the atomic radius of lithium is 152. Okay, which means lithium has the biggest atoms. Okay, and the atomic radius of oxygen is 66. So which means what? The oxygen has smallest atoms. Okay, you have to see what is the atomic radius, and according to that you have to find out how many atoms an element consists of. Okay, so and the fifth question is, what is the periodic train observed in the variation of the atomic radius while going from left to right within a period? So what happens over here? While going from left to right in a period, the atomic radius is decreasing. Okay, here you can see the atomic radius is decreasing. Okay, then similar question is there which we have to find out now. The elements and atomic radius is given. Again you have to arrange this. So now if you look at these elements are belong to which group or which period? K, Na, Rb, Cs and lithium. Okay, so here you can see this is belong to group 1. Okay, K is here, Na is here, then Rb is here, Cs is here and Li is here. So which means these all elements are belong to group 1. Okay, so we are going to arrange this group 1 according to this, that group 1 element according to this pattern. Okay, so lithium has 152, atomic radius Na 186, K 231, Rb 244 and Cs 262. Okay, yes, the above elements are belong to which group? They are belong to group 1. So this arrangement match with what? With the pattern of the group 1 of the modern periodic table. Yes, this arrangement is matching to the pattern of group 1 elements. So here you can see the atomic radius increases while going down in a group. यहाँ पे देखोगे लिथियम का कितना है 152, देन Na का कितना है 186. सो एटॉमिक रेडियस जो है वो इंक्रीज हो रहा है while going down in a group. But here you can see that what is our last example? When we go from left to right, what happened? Atomic radius decreases. But in a group, what happened? It gets increases. Okay. So from this, can anybody tell me that which element has the biggest atom? Biggest atom? Think and answer. Yes, very good. Cs. This element has biggest atom, that is 262. And which element has the smallest atoms? Lithium, that is 152. Okay. Yes, it is easy. Now you will find that while going down a group, the atomic size goes on increasing. This is because while going down a group, a new shell is added. So while going down a group, what happened? A new shell added. That's why atomic size goes on increases. Okay? Therefore, the distance between the outermost electron, here the outermost electron and the nucleus goes on increasing. Yes, here you can see nucleus is here, but the outermost orbit is here. So there is so much distance. As a result of this, the atomic size increases in spite of the increased nuclear charge. So here what happens? The atomic size will increases. Okay. Then yes, so this is all about your atomic size and valency. I have some questions for you. I hope all of you will answer nicely and you will answer rightly. Okay, so what is the first question? That is, which of this has the largest atoms? Okay, here you can see these elements are belong to which period or which group. You may find out this, that is Na is here. Okay, so these all elements are belong to period 3. Okay, Na, then Mg, S and P here, Cl and Si. Okay, these elements are belong to period 3. Okay, so what I have told you that because atomic radius decreases while going from left to right in a period. So when we go left to right, what happens? Atomic radius decreases. Okay, so the first element which is there, first element has the maximum atomic radius, which means it has the maximum atoms, it has the largest atoms. Okay, so the answer is what? Na. Okay, the example which we have seen earlier, in that case the lithium has the maximum atoms. Yes, that means here in this case also Na will have a maximum atoms. Okay, so the answer is Na. Then the second question is, which of these atom has the smallest atomic radius? Okay, so these elements are belongs to what? Your K is here, Li is here, Na is here, that means group 1. But beryllium, that is Be, is there in the period 2. It is not here in the group 1, it is there in the period 2. So the answer is what? Be, because what? The atomic radius decreases while going from left to right. Here it decreases while going from left to right, and if you go down in a group then it gets increases. Okay, so the Li has the maximum atomic radius and Be has the atomic radius which is smaller than Li. Yes, that means the atomic radius, which element has the smallest atomic radius? That is Be. Okay, I hope all of you have understood this. This is very easy. Concentrate what you are doing, then you will definitely succeed, then you will get definitely correct answers. Okay, go through the video again and again and practice it. Okay, I hope you all are practicing whatever I have taught you related to periodic table and everything. Okay, do your assignments regularly and practice the questions. Okay, thank you.